We all want to feel loved and accepted, but that might be the reason that you could be struggling in your life. You could be stuck. You could be exhausted. You could feel loss of motivation and so many other things that have to do with this. So, welcome back to another episode of Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming. Here, your host, Tommy Walker, the Mind Engineer, offering free value to help as many people as possible to understand their mind and be able to start making changes. So thank you very much again for being here. Let's start with this talk today about what do I mean with we all need to feel loved and accepted. And that might be the reason why we're struggling, we're, being held back, why we are stuck in our life. So let me help you understand this a little bit more, right? From our mind, right? Many times we don't understand what love and acceptance is because unfortunately we haven't experienced that to the degree of just being loved and accepted for who we are. When we were kids, when we didn't behave, when we were judged, when we were criticized, that created a negative self-image of who we are and who we need to be. And listen to that, who we need to be to feel loved and accepted. So from there, we start creating behaviors to try to compensate, to try to, coping mechanisms to try to feel love and accepted on one side, or on the other, to numb the pain of the lack of love and acceptance. So if I'm struggling in life because, I'm not being able to set boundaries, what you're actually telling me is that there's a part of you that doesn't feel love and accepted and is trying to, not set boundaries, not in a way tell people something they might not like to listen because they're not going to be able to love and accept you now, maybe not like you. So people pleasing, that's another coping mechanism. People pleasing is a way of, when people like me, when people love me and accept me, it makes me feel good about myself. So as I'm lacking love and acceptance from within, I start looking on the outside ways to receive that. People pleasing, as I said, not setting boundaries, could be perfectionism. Right nowadays, we live in this world where you have to have a lot of money or and have the perfect body to be loved and accepted. So we see all these people that are shredded, that have these muscles, these six packs, men and women, right? So they fall into this vanity in a way to try to feel loved and accepted. They need to feel good they need to look good to feel good about themselves. Because if they don't look good, they cannot feel loved and accepted by themselves and of course by others either. So I know a lot of people might not like what I'm saying because I know a lot of people out there using this to try to cover, but I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just telling you what's happening, right? So a lot of people start making money, right? Men many times might fall into, productiveness, success, the car, the house, the money, right? The performance based, strong. Women might fall, and this is kind of in a general sense, it doesn't mean that it's all the same like that. Women can fall into, beauty, having a nice body, doing some, aesthetics in their body, adding boobs, adding, things like that to try to feel loved and accepted, right? So the problem is that the lack of love and acceptance that we didn't receive when we were kids created these coping mechanisms. And now a lot of people, if they're procrastinating, if they fall into perfectionism, if they fall into people pleasing, if they fall into self-sabotage, they beat themselves up because they don't like those behaviors. But what they're not actually understanding is that behind that behavior, there's a part of you that is looking for love and acceptance. So through more judgment, what you're creating is a lack of love and acceptance. As there is a lack of love and acceptance, that part of you is going to hold on more to that behavior, whether it is alcohol, whether it is drugs, different type of addictions, whatever it is, the mind is going to go look for more of that to try to numb the pain or maybe try to receive love and acceptance. So coming from there, unfortunately, is going to be very difficult to make changes in your life. And that's why I say that it's very difficult, right? That people might be holding themselves back because of the lack of love and acceptance. Exactly. When you beat yourself up, and I've seen so many gurus teach ways of beating yourself up even stronger to try to obtain the results that you want or the changes that you want in your life, that is not love and acceptance. We all need love and acceptance. If we're not getting it from within, we're going to move out to looking for it, whether it is friends, whether it is our, I don't know, the community where we move in. Could it be the gym, the people that we run with, whatever? We want to belong. We want to feel part. We want to feel that there's nothing wrong with us, because that's the negative self-image we could have created when we were kids because of how we were treated. Our parents didn't do it on purpose many times, right? But they treated us in ways that we didn't feel loved and accepted. We didn't feel that, that we were okay as we were. We thought that there was something wrong with us. And that started creating problems. Hey, Alex, how are you? Hey, Romana here on Zoom. Alex, thank you very much. Nice to see you too, Alex, over there. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay. Let me know if you're there. Interact with this. The more interact with this, more people get to see it and more people get to benefit. Where again, as I was saying, in a world now where, beauty is measured by the perfect body or success is measured by how much money you make. And unfortunately, that will never be enough. If somebody doesn't feel loved and accepted, no matter what they do externally, they will not feel love and acceptance deep, deep down. It's going to temporarily make some relief, like the person that does some drugs, drinks some alcohol for a temporary relief, right? It's not going to really work as you would like to, because what you're lacking is that love and acceptance from within. If we keep seeking for that on the outside, it will never be enough. I have worked with, people that were making a lot of money, right? They were making maybe 30, 50, nearly $100,000 a month, and they were still not happy. I have worked with millionaires that were not happy. They didn't feel that, joy, that fulfillment on the inside. I have people that I've worked with that, have the perfect life, and they're still struggling on the inside. So they use external things to cover up whatever was going on the inside, and it was never enough. Never enough. So I need you to understand this, that the lack of love and acceptance is what's holding you back. So instead of seeking on the outside, first try to figure out that you're looking and accepting that. And it's not an easy thing to recognize that you're looking for that on the outside, and then find those parts that needed it on the inside. As you practice that self-love, that's going to allow you to be able to feel that joy, fulfillment, happiness from within, that true freedom that I talk about many times. That is nothing on the outside is going to bring it. So thank you very much again for watching. Hey, Alexa, if you want to jump on Zoom, I'll share the link there too. We have Stephen, that you're part of the program here. You can jump in. Marie, waiting in the rapid group of the event. Yeah, normally it's in the group, Mary, or it's in my profile. I say that, maybe you didn't see that. It could be in the group or it could be in my profile. You got to be aware of that just in case. So thank you very much for watching again, everyone. If you have any questions, we had several people jumping in. Alex, thank you. Alexa, Marie, Stephen, if you want to jump into Zoom, Alexa and Stephen, that you're part of the paid community, I'll share the link in a second with you guys so that you can jump in and join us on Zoom. We're going to continue this a little bit longer on Zoom, talk a little bit more about this, some Q&A. So let me see here 1 second, and I'll send you that to join. So thank you very much again, people, for listening. If you're enjoying this, just let me know, send me some love, interact, share, so that more people benefit from this. With just sharing, with interacting with a comment, you are already helping me get out there to more people. So thank you again, and I hope you have a great week. Understand that love and acceptance is what's going to allow you to make any changes in your life. Thank you very much. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.